news.
Big news.
Big news.
What is the
We
big
have
news?
a first-gen Toyota in our family now.
Do you really?
Yes.
Shane finally bought
He
that.
finally bought Oscar's first-gen Toyota.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's way cool. He's been saving up for it for a while.
Is he ripping it? Like driving it around?
He would be if he got his ass correctly with the insurance. So he has to call the insurance company today and get it all ironed out. But he should be this weekend ripping it around. So.
Isn't Dad supposed to just take care of that for you?
Nope. No. Lisa gave him all the phone numbers and like here's where you call and you deal with it.
Is he on your policy?
He is. Yeah, he's still on our policy. So he's 19 years old. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how gnarly it'd be if he's on his own. I'm sure it'd be way more expensive.
Yeah, I can't remember how long I stayed on my parents and just like paid them every month.
Right. Yeah.
It's like phone.
Yeah, like a cell phone. Yep, exactly. So that truck's cool. I was like, if Shane doesn't buy it, man, I should buy that little truck. It's so cool.
2-wheel drive?
Yes, 2-wheel drive. It's a short bed.
Nice.
First gen Toyota. It's all patinaed out. Dude, it's not pristine, which was cool. And it's like slammed. It's not slam, but it's low on factory steel wheels. Oscar had powder coated black, and the factory hubcaps are on it. It's
nice.
got, our machine at Ryan Haven went through the engine, and Oscar helped him put that together. So it's got the engine's all redone. It's got headers, little Weber carb on it, and the tranny just
22R.
Yeah, and then it's got the rear end was all rebuilt. So Shane's been loving that little Toyota. It's got like a canopy that's been on it since day one. So Oscar's dad used that to haul the crucibles for titanium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this truck's got a history to it. Oscar's dad drove it around. That was his like little work truck, and it got used.
Yeah.
So it's not pristine. The bed's all dented, but the sheet metal on the outside is actually pretty straight, and so it's all period correctly. The bumpers are all still there, and then but yeah, so Oscar's dad drove the shit out of this thing. Going back and forth from the titanium plant, where he would pick up crucibles and then take them back and work on them.
Right.
So it had weight in it its whole life.
Yeah.
Just like yours, right?
Dude, they work.
Yeah. So anyway, Shane's been, and then Oscar got it, I think, for his like first vehicle or to drive around. And then he's kept it, and his dad passed away. He's like kept this thing forever. And it's
So he finally
let it go. I think Oscar had a hard time letting it go. He told me, guys, like for 2 days, Shane's like, all right, man, I got the money for this Toyota. And Oscar was kind of grouchy for like 2 or 3 days coming into this. I could tell Oscar's always grouchy.
Right. Yeah, he's a little
gloomy. He's a little black cloud.
Eeyore.
Yeah, Eeyore, exactly. And so normally he gets out of it by the afternoon, and he just was fucking quiet. And he's like, we're working on a couple new parts, and he's like just quiet and stuff, and I'm like, what in the hell is your problem? And I've kind of figured out he's just in his head like not want to sell it but needs to sell it. And so anyway, but yeah, so
is there a clause in there where if Shane wants to get rid of it,
yes,
he's got first right of refusal?
Yes, exactly. So there's a clause in there, and he can't, I think Oscar said something like you can't cut up the dash and put a big stereo in it. You have to hide the stereo somewhere. Like Oscar gave him some
rules.
Yeah. And Shane's like, I want to put fender mirrors on it like the Euros. I said, don't do that.
Yeah, like the old Hiluxes.
I said, if you do that, I'm kicking you out of this house. Like, you're not putting those fucking mirrors on the fenders. I feel like fender mirrors I hate those things. I've never been a fan of that shit. So I told him, like, well, here's my stipulation. You put those fender mirrors on there, this truck is not going to be my property at all. Leave that thing the way it is. Oh my gosh.
Hey, your property, your rules.
That's right. He's like, can I put it in the shop? And I'm like, I don't know about that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so Shane's pretty stoked.
What year is it?
Oh shit, dude, 83.
So we have like the exact same trucks,
same
except
thing.
Mine's a 3/4 ton long bed.
The Wish.com 3/4 ton back in the day.
Everybody's like, "Oh, cool! You put 3/4 ton stickers on it." I'm like, "No, I didn't. That's like this is a factory Toyota."
Didn't they make a 1 ton back then too?
Yeah, like a dually.
Yeah, a dually 1 ton. The frame's like this tall.
Yeah. I mean, I've put so many pavers in the back of that pickup, not to go down the road, but just at our old house to get from the front down to the back where we were doing this paver patio, that the bumper was dragging on the ground.
Why is it that we do the most with the vehicles that are meant to do the least?
Because I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Like the transmission leaks so much fluid that it was in the shop I don't know, a month ago. I'm like, I should probably do an oil change on this. I can't remember when it's been done last. So I do that, and I figured I know the transmission leaks a lot.
Yeah.
So I figured I should top that off. So I just grabbed all the random fluids that I had that would, quasi be correct for that. And it took 3.5 quarts.
Oh, on what, a 4-quart system?
Probably.
There's like this much in the bottom of the fucking tranny.
And it shifts beautifully. The thing runs like a sewing machine.
Hey man, those little Japanese guys know how to put products together.
I know. That truck gets the most neglect, and by far, well,
no,
the cruise short gets probably the most abuse, but that one gets the most, like, just don't care, throw whatever needs to go in the back of it. And run it.
You're an asshole for neglecting or for abusing that cruise short. That color on that cruise short on Weld Super Singles, you're killing me.
I don't abuse it with those. I only abuse it with the other wheels.
Oh, just okay. Put the other wheels on
that. I don't mind.
Right, beating up.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Well, we've been off for about 2 months, and we apologize for that. If we're getting back on track, fingers crossed.
Yeah, we are.
We are. Joe and I kind of took the summer off. Some of the summer.
Yeah. Life is just too short for one.
Yeah.
And, we're both very busy with work and family and
all that stuff.
Then somebody got a boat.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So now being out at the lake.
Yeah, I don't even want to come off the mountain now.
Number one priority in the summertime, which I just totally understand.
We just yeah, when the sun is out, dude, I don't want to be anywhere else except up at the house and up there in the mountains, and just don't even want to come down. So no, we apologize. We've been off for a couple months, and we're back at it. And so the first thing we're going to talk about today is you are listening to the Truckery podcast. First of all,
yes,
we should probably start this off correct.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Dan with OBS Solutions.
I'm your other host, John with Carrick Customs.
Welcome to our shit show. We are going to talk about today our truck show recap. If you don't know about our truck show, we have the largest OBS only truck show in the world.
Yeah.
It's in the world. Really.
Yeah, I would say it probably in the universe.
Universe, yeah, right.
If we want to really...
Is there another planet way out there where they're into like trailer park model OBS Ford trucks? It's like they're following...
Maybe the multiverse is a real thing? I don't know. But yes, it is by far the biggest and greatest OBS truck show.
It is, yeah.
That anybody's ever done. And this year, I would say, was by far the best and biggest year that has ever happened.
So Lisa had 800 hang tags.
Hang tags.
That goes on the mirror. It lets people every time you come to the truck show, you get one of those when you drive through, right?
Yeah.
That's what the parking police do. They give you one. 800. We ran out of them.
That is insane.
We probably had theoretically a quarter of that, maybe give or take, were people that had were on rental cars or non-OBS trucks had to park out in the grass area.
And they still got hang tags?
Yes.
Okay.
But that parking lot, we looked at it, wasn't that many. I mean, it was a lot, but not that many.
Yeah, there was a substantial amount in that parking lot for the amount of people that flew in and had rental cars to check it out.
I was like when people go, why don't you do a show on the East Coast? Why don't you do it in Florida? Do one here. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not doing a show anywhere else. This is it. This is the best venue ever. I guarantee finding a venue this cool, it'd be impossible.
Oh, I know.
And when people bitch about how far away it is, I mean, we see these negative comments. They get all, butthurt about it. I'm like, dude, we have people that drove all the way from Pennsylvania.
New Jersey.
Texas, obviously, drive. But then a lot of people flew. It's like, well, hop on a plane and fly. Yeah. Easy to do.
Yeah. We had somebody drive from Mexico.
Yes. What? Sonora? No.
No, I think maybe Rosarito.
That was an interesting story about him.
Yeah.
That was an interesting story. Like the cartel are after. He's like, it took him more time to get here because he had to be careful crossing areas because the cartel wants those half-ton Ford trucks. A lot of them are after OBS Ford trucks.
Yeah.
Did you catch that? That was interesting.
Oh yeah, no, it was very interesting. It was, it makes sense. There's certain areas that you just want to be more cautious with what you're driving.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. He told us that, but super rad guy. And he shows up after the show's over with on Saturday.
Yeah.
Really bummed.
But That's all right.
Yeah, he'll be back next year. It sounds like, and it's cool that he has family here and he comes to hang out. I think he's been to our show a couple times.
It sounded like it. Yeah, Grant talked to him because Grant, speaks pretty fluent Spanish, and
of course Grant does.
Well, he lived in Mexico for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I mean, there were people, there was some folks that flew in from like the northeastern portion of Canada. My Canadian geography is
a little rough on that one.
Lackluster. Did you get a picture of, because you guys do a board, right? Where you can put a pin. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a Yeti?
Yeah, check this out, dude. It's like the bitch color, though.
Yes.
Look at that.
I love how we both have our white girl water cups here.
Yeah. Well, I need something to, because I'm going every weekend up to the house, and so it's a 2.5 hour drive, and by the time I get up there, I'm out of water, and so Lisa gets me this thing, and I'm like, dude, I'm colorblind, but that does not look like a man color. That's a bitch color right there.
I mean, if you're into pastel blue,
I'm gonna start rocking that as a outfit.
Yeah. I think you need some pants that color.
Mm-hmm.
With some, it's kind of like that Dumb and Dumber blue. You know what I'm saying?
That just drives it right home right there, bud.
I need to get an orange one.
You should. So anyway, yeah, we had a board. I don't know if we got a picture of that. Dude, we got so much because we hired a different guy to do videos, and then we have Aaron Dykes do pictures, so we have a ton of content this year. And it was one of the best shows we've ever had, I feel like.
Yeah.
More trucks. I mean, we're parking people all the way out in the very, very back parking lot, which I think we have to rent the other grounds for next year, sounds like.
Across the railroad track?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to rent those as well.
And it's hard I wish we could show somebody an aerial, layout of it with just how much room that takes up to use up all of that space all the way to the very back of the venue. I mean, that's like what? 10 acres or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And then have to bump over into the field just next to it.
That's another 10 acres.
Yeah, it's substantial.
It's going to be next year, so this year we gave away a truck and we were curious, did that bump our numbers up? Because I did that for a reason to boost. I want to, every year I always tell people, if it doesn't grow, then I'm out, right? So I want to always have it growing. So I was kind of like, hey, let's give away a truck. No one does that. No one literally gives it away. People didn't have to register for it. We didn't do anything like, oh, you had to put $5 in for it or buy a t-shirt. We didn't do any of that shit, right? You just showed up to the show. You pay $20 to park, and that is it. We're not charging people per individual. It is basically just parking, right? So basically it's like a free show minus parking. So all you gotta do is come to the show and scan the QR code, which lets you enter for that truck. So there was no monetary, you didn't have to pay to enter in, right? So anyone can, kids, adults, obviously. And that's why I thought, okay, let's give a truck away. I don't know any other show that does this. And not just that, but it was a 33K mile truck that was absolutely OG clean.
Yeah.
I even put new tires on it. I'm sure I've told people this because it still had the 97 tires on it.
That's wild.
Right. So I didn't want someone to drive home with it and have a tire blowout, annihilate the front end, and then go off in the ditch. So I put brand new tires on it for them. We put a new windshield in it because delaminating on the corner like all OBS Fords do.
Right.
And basically that was it. I put a battery in it and kind of did an oil change on it. Said later, I think he drove it all the way to Colorado.
Really?
Yeah, that gentleman drove it. Him and his wife, they drove out from Colorado. She drove his truck and he drove the new one.
That's awesome.
Right?
Drove it all the way home. Didn't trailer it?
Yep. No, he drove it all the way home.
Nice.
So next year I'm thinking, what are we going to give away? Now I got this thing, I want to give away something every year.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I was thinking about a new Cowie, like a 250F.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun.
I mean, not everyone's going to want it, but to try to find a truck that's really OG clean to be really tough for next year.
Why don't we ask the listeners?
Yeah, what would you want me to give away? Now, you got to be careful. Within reason here. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, we need to get rid of the cowboy truck. Do we give the cowboy truck away?
Dude, that'd be a lot.
That would be a lot.
But, I think it'd be a good idea because I like the dirt bike idea, of course,
Right,
even
but
though
not
I
everyone-
can't enter it. But yeah, not everybody is going to be stoked that they won a dirt bike.
Right,
at
some
an
guy like who's
OBS truck
60 years
show.
old that golfs and stuff that shows up with his OG 4 is like, I don't want a dirt bike.
Right.
So it's like we're trying to think of something, another OBS 4 to be cool, but to try to find something that doesn't need a ton of work. I mean, I just don't want to give a pile of shit away.
Right. No,
I got this rusty truck here. Come get it,
Totally.
And then they get down the road like 5 miles and it breaks.
At the same time,
It is a free truck.
it's a free truck.
Sure.
I think the free truck or the truck giveaway part of it is kind of it's a good thing for a truck show.
Yes.
You know?
Every year is a truck we give away.
Yeah. It's not a dirt bike event.
Right. But
Trust me, when there was the KLX 140
yeah, we were giving away.
RL
Yeah.
on the raffle trailer where we were actually able to enter, I put $300 in that thing. I was
Thanks, John. I got some of your money.
Yeah. You got a lot of it. And I didn't win it. That kid did that was kind of a jerk and beating kids up in the jump house.
Kid, I can't believe that kid won. I was so pissed. He's such a little butthole.
Yeah, I wasn't even
such
mad
a
that
spoiled
I
little
didn't
brat.
win it. I was just mad that kid won it because he was so just not nice.
He was not a good kid. Although Clint's kid won it the year after that. We did this. We gave away the same bike, and I was stoked Clint won it, or his son won it, and it's going to a good home.
Totally.
Those guys like love pit bike stuff. So the dirt bike thing's cool, but I mean, like, all right, listeners, what should we give away? Trucks or dirt bikes or guns? Or I mean, we could always give away an AR-15. Like
that's
a badass
little
one.
hairy. You need an FFL.
No, there's ways around it. We do it at Crabtree. We do a thing where we give away a gun for certain promotions, and you just have it like set aside at one of the gun dealers,
and they go and pick it up, do the background check.
They go and they pick it up and do the background check. We just pay for it. So,
yeah,
I mean, we could do like a really bougie one.
Yeah, I mean that'd be like a Radian.
Yeah, or something local, like talk to a local company. Like Radiant Arms is a local company.
Yeah, they're in Redmond.
Yep, you could do that, or I don't know.
I think a Bronco would be kind of cool.
Dude, they're hard to find for a dollar amount that won't kill you.
That won't. Right, that's worth. I don't know.
I've been looking at Broncos. I'm always looking at Bronco in the Bronco market and just seeing how it's doing. Things are kind of down right now, I think, on the marketplace for the OBS world. It seems like prices are a little bit, they're not as inflated as they were.
Yeah, I think that's the entire car market. Like we were riding the COVID wave for a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of come off that.
But I wouldn't say it's come down substantially.
No, Broncos are still...
I think it's just kind of like, it's dropped a touch and it's plateaued for now.
Yeah.
And, the whole economy is questionable at the moment. You just don't really know what's going on and what's going to happen. So
just stay off the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are going to be on the internet, look at stuff that's fun.
Yes, 100%. Had that conversation with Trin yesterday after, the Charlie Kirk thing happened.
Fuck.
And just how unhealthy social media is to absorb all of these opinions on all different sides. And
it's a cancer of our society, bud.
Maybe just don't look at social media.
I love it. Jennifer Castleman or someone said, it said something. Can we just get rid? Oh no, it's Dylan Sink. It was like I think comment. He must have reposted or something. He's like, can we just get rid of the internet for a good year to have a reset?
Oh, man.
And then Jennifer Castleman's like, okay, let's just go back to hard landlines. I'm like, but how can we get our memes through a hard landline?
Yeah. I'm in the process of taking the landlines out of my house.
No, but like, okay, what's been good with the social media world? I would say memes is like spot on. Like it's up there top 5.
Yeah, memes are hard to beat.
They're hard to beat. Like,
yeah,
if you get rid of the internet and stuff like that, dude, how can we make our memes still? All right, send that meme over a hard line for me. Like, describe it for me.
fax machine.
Oh yeah, the old school fax machine that would do a ton of like noises and shit like that when it's pumping stuff out.
Yeah,
I forgot about those. I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, Trin was having to transfer like, I don't know, like dental records or chiropractic stuff, and the office was like, yeah, we can do that, but you have to fax in this form. She's like, I don't have a fax machine. Can I email it to you? They're like, no, we only accept them by fax. And
by fax? Seriously?
Yeah. I think it's a ploy by them to try not to lose like, a patient or whatever, to make you have to fax something in. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But truck show.
yeah, sorry.
Um,
If you haven't figured it out by now, we go off on squirrels and we go off on tangents.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think another good sign of growth. I mean, it sounds kind of dumb, but like Heat Wave was there.
That's right.
That's a huge sponsor that goes to like all sorts of massive events, and
Off-road
for them
stuff,
to
right.
show up at the OBS truck show, it's like, this is wild.
What's funny to me is we had vendors that, Power Hungry comes from all the way from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Which, after talking to them, I was blown away on how cool their background was and where they started and this and that. It was really interesting. But, you have people like I said, Tennessee that show up from Tennessee that show up. They drive out with a motorhome and their truck and trailer.
Yeah.
So it's not just like
and that bus.
Yeah. That bus was gnarly. It was a speakeasy in the back of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have that, and then, you have other companies. Well, for instance, here's a weird one. Well, it's like Sigmund Excavation, excavation company out of Staten area that builds. They're massive in the logging industry for building roads and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, why would you guys want to come to our show? What they were doing is they're coming to the show to get employees.
Yeah,
because they figure the truck world has a good majority of blue-collar mentality people working with their hands, and they are looking for operators and people that want to work in that industry up in the woods or building bridges, that kind of stuff.
Totally.
And which is funny because my brother is a manager of that. It's a massive company, dude. And he's I think it was his idea or maybe it was his boss's. And my brother said he was busy all day talking to people.
Really?
Yes. He's like, I was busy. I'm like, really? I didn't think you guys would get any like love. He goes, no, we were busy. I had people coming up asking me like work wise. I think they got like, they also do a lot of crushing. So he's like, dude, we might have a big contract over Central Oregon to do a crushing job, like gnarly one.
Been happening a lot over here.
Right. So he's like, I'm like, the show is getting to the point where vendors like yourself, if you're in the OBS world, if that's what you do,
right,
you can't look away from it. You have to show up to the show.
Totally.
And
yeah, it's like the hub.
Can we talk about the guy that flew in the helicopter?
Oh my gosh.
That was so rad. So listeners, we're Will, my GM for Crabtree, also helps out in the truck show, and he calls me and goes, hey, we need to clear a parking area. The Powerland called me and said, hey, they're going to have a helicopter fly in, so you go out there and clear a spot. So I'm like, what? And so, yeah, this gentleman was at Evergreen Aviation doing something, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the truck show. My kids are there.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what they're doing. So he hops in his helicopter and lands his helicopter, which was badass.
Yeah.
And he has a helicopter company that does, around here it's Christmas tree harvesting in the valley, and it was spraying. So he's got like 14 helicopters and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, I was just out at Evergreen, and so I'm just going to go out and hang out. So guy flew a helicopter in, checked out the truck show, saw his kid's truck, and his truck was there. I guess his kid's buddy drove his truck there. And then hopped back in his helicopter and took off.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
It was rad.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I thought that was one of the coolest things.
Yeah. The other thing that I noticed is I talked to a few people that, for one, I heard about the podcast a lot, which was fantastic.
People listen to it. That's
people
weird.
listen to it.
I always think like probably like 6 of them or something.
But I talked to this one couple, and I'm sorry to not remember the names, but you meet so many people that day, it's hard. But they came in from Texas, and he had just bought his first OBS Ford. Seemed like he was probably like maybe late 30s.
Okay.
Found the podcast, wanted to learn all about these trucks, and I think he'd only had it for a few months, and then learned about the truck show, came out to check it out. The whole experience of that conversation just kind of opened my eyes that like there's people that are just now getting into these trucks.
You forget that, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and it's not just like, oh yeah, I've always been into them, I've always had one or always wanted one.
Sure.
And I even just looking at emails within the last 6 months has, there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, I just got my first 97 F-250 crew cab or whatever. And it really is showing that it like the following on these is growing immensely.
I never think of that. I never think, my brain's not my brain's not smart enough to think about that. I always we're stuck in our own little world, right? You kind of forget that some people like just like you said stumble upon these trucks, or like it could be I saw a thing on Instagram, this truck was lifted, I thought it was really cool looking, or it could be I was going through podcasts, I was bored as hell, and I heard your derpy podcast you guys have, right? Like I guess I just never think about that.
Well, it's just like anything, you can get into different, you see a cool version of a vehicle, whatever it is, car, truck, whatever. You're like, ooh, I like that. I want to start looking more at those. Yeah. And then like, oh, I think I want to get one, and I want to fix mine up and make it look like this one. Or
what's a really bad one or a good one, bad and good for me, it'd be Marketplace. You notice how it like knows your algorithm that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I was looking at like 80, it was like 88 IROCs.
Oh, is that a third gen Camaro?
The gen thing cracks me up. My buddy and I were talking about how everything's a gen now, right? Like everything's like a second gen, first gen. It's like I think the Dodge guys really stuck that one to us, right? Like, oh, what gen Dodge do you have? I got a first gen Dodge. Like,
true.
You assholes really ruin it because now everything's a gen. Like your Toyota, I told you the first gen Toyota.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was an 83. Yeah,
that's a Toyota.
It's a Toyota thing
maybe
too. Maybe
it's Toyota,
but like now we use that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it cracks me. Anyway, so I don't know what gen it would be. I just know it's I just think that's. I always refer to stuff as the trailer park stuff because I'm always making fun of like the 80s and 90s being like that scene.
Yes.
So I love it's the white trash in me. I can't help it, dude. The freaking like the IROCs, the IROCs are the shit in my opinion. I love that body style. Yeah, doors are so heavy they wear out hinges worse than an OBS Ford ever will.
Yes.
Super long hood.
Yep.
And the body style is just. I think it's perfect, dude. That and the Fox body Mustang, man, my two favorite cars.
They're
I'm
pretty
not a car
cool.
guy.
I think you need one of those and put a turbo LS in it. And
I know Ron and I are always like talking about that. Like him and I are both white trashy that way. Like, dude, freaking a Z car would be badass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I said, IROC car. So, sorry, but yes, the IROC is like the go-to. So anyway, I was going off a tangent here. I clicked on one, right, and then next thing I know, dude, it's like I was looking at F-150s. And it's just feeding me all these IROC cars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you sons of bitches. Like,
oh, I know.
I was looking at mini excavators, and then now I'm just getting fed like all these mini excavators for sale. I'm like,
yep.
Nice.
And nice. I know anytime I'm like scrolling Marketplace and, there's some random thing that I'm like, ooh, that just looks interesting.
But you click on it. And then it screws up your algorithm and you start getting fed more of that stuff. And it's pretty funny. I contemplate, is this worth adjusting my algorithm to click on? That tells you that's a good one.
Yeah.
That should be a thing, right? Like, is this life choice worth the algorithm that's going to feed me?
And mini excavators is one of those things.
Oh, I'm always looking at minis and what they're going for and skid steers. I'm always looking at that shit.
Right.
And then, for some reason, I got a new Centurion, but I'm always still looking at boats.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I look at boats nonstop. Right. I'm not anywhere near in the market to purchase a different boat. But I always like to see. Look at them.
I'm like, oh, dude, there's a newer Nautique, a 25, like a 25. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see the inside. What are they using for this and that? Or I don't know why. I know I've heard. I mean, they're good. I don't know. They run the Raptor motor. I heard they're loud as fuck. But I always look at Supra. I like how Supra's lines are.
They do look cool.
They look way cool. The new Supras look rad. Like the newest ones.
Yeah, like the SA 450s and 550s.
The 550 is what I do. The 550 is the shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I always look at the Supra 550s, and I'm always like, dude, they look rad. They look really good, and they kind of do a good job with their paint.
Yeah.
Their painting stuff's pretty legit. But anyway, yeah.
It's fun to look at.
Oh yeah. And then Toyota FJs. I'm always looking at
an FJ Cruiser.
Yeah, the older ones. I love them.
Like the
80s.
Oh,
the FJ 80s.
Not this.
No, not
that thing.
No, hell no, no. No, I've never liked those.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like those.
Apparently, Jonathan Ward from Icon was part of the design team on this.
Ugh.
But you're talking about like
I like the FJ80s
or
yes, no, they're FJ80s. I thought like your 1990 era ones.
Oh yeah,
I always like those.
Yeah, the 80s.
Those are rad. Check out that one right there with the Warren bump, or that's an ARB bumper on the front.
ARB right there. Yep.
On like 35s or 37s. I will have one day.
Yeah. I would love to have an 80 series. They're going up in price.
They're nuts. They're crazy money.
Yeah. It's insane.
And there's like everyone's like, oh, they suck on fuel. That straight six sucks, but dude, they're so bulletproof. We never see them in the shop.
Oh,
never.
Yeah. No. And they're, you can LS swap those too. And
I had a friend of mine that I rode with a lot. He had one with a 12 valve in it, and it fit really nice.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I pulled my boat. He said he pulled it over the pass doing like 70 miles an hour, no problem.
They're pretty sweet. I don't think I would want a Cummins in it.
No, I think I'd want a gas.
It's just a lot of weight.
Click on that one right there just for curiosity. I'm just curious what size tire here is this thing, because it looks perfect.
Let's see. For anybody that doesn't know, this is on video, but we're looking at a 1992 Toyota FJ or Land Cruiser FJ80.
That thing is sick.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
See, they did a good job on that front bumper. ARB for a hot minute made a good looking, not too Forrest Gump Bubba Lip like bumper on this thing.
Yeah.
FJ80. It's got 165K on it, and I wonder
it
what they
doesn't
want.
give us any.
No description.
Sold on Bring a Trailer
for $20,000. Is that right? For $20,000?
That's actually surprising.
Yeah. Well, you think it should have went for more or less?
I kind of expected it to go for a little bit more, but let me see if we can go to event detail.
That's all right.
Because it doesn't give you anything like.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I just thought. That it? Okay, here we go.
Bring a Trailers, but $20,000 though for a 1992 Toyota with 165,000 miles on it. It is funny that is actually like that's a lot of money.
$20,000, yeah.
For a 92 Toyota,
right? And thank God it has a CVT on it. Oh man, gotta have that, right? Isn't that what that long
No, that's
thing?
the ARB.
What is that?
I think that's the canopy thing.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong then. All right. They all look the same to me. Those things are but how that sits is perfect.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be 35s,
37, somewhere in there.
37s, probably a 4-inch lift.
I'd rock that up and down the mountain all day long.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I dig the Land Cruisers.
Would you have that over a Bronco though?
Over an OBS Bronco?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not right now.
Right. I love the Bronco.
I'm trying to do my level best not to think about other vehicles that I would have because I really, really, really want to finish up. Well, for one, I got to finish the Duramax truck, making good progress on that. I got to do the Excursion, which might be getting another V10, might not. Either way, it's going to end up with a common rail.
Right.
And then once that's back on the road again, I need to just show the Crew Short some love.
The Crew Short's my favorite vehicle in your arsenal. The color is you don't see that color very often. It's still straight.
The gold with the white stripe.
I love that color combo. That is my favorite truck in your arsenal. And when you put the welds on it, it just seals the deal for me.
Oh, you and me both. Yeah. I look at it and I drove it the other day because normally I only ever drive it when I need to use it for truck stuff. So,
what's you drive your car.
Yeah, I drive the Audi,
right,
or the little Toyota,
right.
Just because it's easier to get around in, and I don't care about those vehicles, so I don't notice that. This needs door hinge pins. It needs this. It needs that.
Well, so, real quick, you said on the first gen, the Toyota on your little Toyota pickup, you didn't know last time you changed oil, right? You said that.
I do now.
But you do now.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you on the oil change and maintenance on the Audi?
Oh, that gets done.
Oh, okay.
Regular.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, because I built the engine for that car.
You kind of care about it.
Yeah, I don't want that engine to go bad.
I was just curious. How about the forklift? Oil changes on that?
I've done it once.
Okay.
It probably needs another one.
Dude, changing the oil and forklift sucks.
I just pump it out the same way I do my boat.
Just pump that sucker. Yeah.
Just stick. I've got one of those like vacuum sucker things.
Oh yeah.
That you hook up to the shop air.
It just sucks it out.
And it's got a giant reservoir, and I just suck it out. And pretty much everything that I have, besides like count the excursion out, but just about everything gets the same 15W40 oil.
100% across the board.
Yeah.
Everything gets it.
Toyota, the 460 Cruise Short,
Everything gets
the
it.
Audi.
Is it like 2 55-gallon drums in the back? You're just
pretty much. Yeah. And it's good oil.
You can't do that with Trin's car though.
No. Nope. Trins gets what
all
is
the
that?
bougie
Zero
shit.
W20.
Oh yeah, fucking gets more complicated every year. It seems like. Anyway, we should probably go back to our truck show we're talking about.
Yeah.
We scrolled hardcore here. It is. It's a positive note because so many people came up to Lisa and I and Will and Ricky, and what solidifies what we're doing at the truck show. When people come up and go, hey, we love this show because there's no bullshit with this show, hence the name, the No BS Show.
Yeah.
There's no loud stereos.
Yep.
There's no rolling coal. There's no hood rat shit. There's none of that.
Right.
I don't want to make it like this, oh, it's a squeaky clean, family oriented. I mean, like, it is, but like, we just have a good time, and we don't want it to be like all the other shows that people get kicked out of, or the venue says, we're done with this shit, or someone gets hurt.
Right.
Or there's fist fights. Or there's like, that's the one thing. I really want to reiterate this more times than not, that we don't put up with shit. Like, we kick people out.
Oh, yeah.
We will not put up with that shit at all. Like, and this year we're actually going to post up the gentleman that cheated on the raffle.
That was
that
was really disappointing to hear.
Yeah, that's the only thing we've ever had a problem with. So we do a show and shine, which I'm not for. I've never wanted to have trophies or have trucks judged. I always want this to be like a 2-day cruise in is
right.
What the mentality is what we're always after, right?
Yeah.
But so many people will go, hey, can you do like a show and shine thing? So I'm like, okay, we'll do a show and shine thing, but it's the people that show up judge. We don't have judges. It's not any of us going around picking trucks. We want to be like the people's choice.
Totally.
Which has been really good because we've had Brian Castleman's truck. We've had a search and rescue truck that wasn't even pressed out.
Yeah.
Remember, it was just like it was like, where was that,
still,
Washington or something?
Yeah, it's out of Washington, and like it still gets used on search and rescue missions.
Yeah, it was a modified bullnose, and it's nothing flashy, and that one won.
Yeah.
And then we have Jack's OG truck that won. So it's never been like, oh, it's these these big trucks on like 14 wides and 25, whatever. It changes every year.
Totally.
So this year, though, Lisa made a QR code so that people could just do it that way on their phone
instead of having to write it down on a piece of paper,
right.
Count all the pieces of paper.
Right, it's just more work for her and the staff there at the show.
Oh yeah,
we try to make it
giant
simpler.
Pain.
Yeah, it's a giant pain in the ass, and then so we try to make it somewhat easier for us and people walking around, because in the past your hang tag had one piece of paper on, or had a tear off thing that you judge or which truck people liked.
Right.
That's how we did it. Well, that only gives each truck one way to say, yeah, I want this one for the winner. Like,
right.
It didn't allow everyone to judge it.
Oh yeah, if you got a truck of 5 people coming in, only one person gets to go and actually put their say on
correct
which truck should win the show and shine. Okay.
Right. So we try to make it so like everyone, we try to make it more open to people, right? Because some people want their trucks judged, which I guess if that's what you're into, great. And a lot of people put their time and effort into their vehicles. That's, the big deal.
Well, and
I get it.
I mean, if you're going for that sort of, truck or project or whatever you're doing,
right.
and you want to go to shows and you want to see like how you can compete with how nice your stuff is, like I get that.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Sure, and I'm not knocking that by any means. So anyway, this gentleman thought it'd be a smart idea that he would just take that QR code and send it to all his buddies over Snapchat.
Yep.
And have his buddies who weren't there just
actually be able to see all of the other trucks that are available.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be for people that are there.
Yeah, it's for the event.
Correct.
It's not a social media like show and shine.
And this asshole knew what he's doing, so he put it on his Snapchat or whatever the kids are doing these days and threw it out there, and then all his friends just scanned that QR code
and voted for him.
Yep.
And on top of that, there's a grand prize.
Yeah, because each truck you have to put in money to. If you want to be in the show and shine, you put I think it's like $20 in, and we had. What do we have? Over 80 show and shine?
I thought it was 90 something.
Yeah, so this guy you get half the pot.
Yep.
The winner gets half the pot. So this guy walked away with a little over $1,000. So he not only had a cool trophy, we don't go over above on the trophies, but it was nice. It was all wood and kind of cool. Plus over $1,000.
Yeah. That
So
he potentially took from somebody else.
Right, they could have won it.
That didn't cheat.
Yeah, and this truck wasn't even that nice. It was a dually. It was a little lowered. Had like a 6.4 bumper on it or 6.0 bumper. I can't remember. And that was it. It wasn't anything special, right? And someone brought this to my attention, the day of. And I'm like, I didn't think anything of it. It was after the show. He's like, hey, I heard this guy bragging that this is what he did. I'm like, are you serious? So we tracked it down. Well, we could go to the data on people that scanned it.
Yep.
And you could see the people that, you could actually see the physical person who scanned it with their code to vote. Well, then a mutual friend of ours goes, hey, I know this person and this person weren't even at the show. I contacted them. Say, hey, are you going to show up? They're still working on their trucks.
Yeah.
They're way up in Washington or something like that.
And couldn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really disappointing.
It is.
It's like you're just cheating the system, and who likes to win if they had to cheat to do it? I don't understand that.
This individual wears skinny jeans, so probably like right there says it all.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's bullshit. It angers me immensely.
Yeah.
It was enough for me to tell Lisa, like, hey, we're done doing this show and shine shit. Like this is lame that someone did this. And then my lovely wife's like, no, people love this, so we're gonna keep doing it. You don't want to punish everyone for one asshole's, what he did. So long story short, I say, well, that's fine. We're just gonna put up for next year's show. When you come into the show, there'll be a big banner of him and his truck. We have a picture of him and his truck, and we're gonna post that up saying this person's not allowed here at the show ever again. And if you do see him, kick him in the balls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and come up with a way where hopefully it forces people to be honest.
Exactly. We're working on other things to make that work. And the other thing is we aren't afraid to kick people out if we'll give you a warning once for like revving your engine, loud music, being intoxicated and being an asshole, we'll kick you out. We have no problem with that.
Totally.
And never come back again.
Yeah. Nobody needs to hear your sound system.
No one
this
cares,
is not a car audio event. And I can understand, like, if you've got some, super special engine or something, you fire it up for somebody once because they want to hear it, and just see it run. Great. Fire it up. Don't make it obnoxious. Shut it off. Cool.
Great.
No big deal.
Right.
But rolling around trying to blow black smoke, like any diesel can blow black smoke. You just put a, shopping bag over the air filter and like, there's nothing cool about that. It's just obnoxious. Hearing your giant subwoofers, like, don't get me wrong. I like giant subwoofers.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't want to listen to it while there's music playing at the event and you're trying to talk to people and you're trying to do stuff and somebody's got to like turn up their music.
Right.
That gets old, and it just like it's not a diss on the actual sound system. Like, I like a great sound system.
It's a diss on the clown that's like letting that fly, and when we're all just want to have a chill time and no drama.
Exactly.
Like, don't bring that to our place. If that's what you're into, don't show up to our show.
Yeah,
we don't care.
Just refrain. Just enjoy the event and show off your sound system later.
Or just exactly. You can do it outside the venue. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do all the hood rat shit you want down I-5 and down. We don't care at that point. So anyway, but other than that, the show was rad. I mean, more vendors this year like ever, and the raffle was cool. We saw some really cool stuff in the raffle.
Yeah, the raffle was pretty insane.
It was, and I just think every year I told Lisa, I said every year we start giving something away that's cool.
Yeah,
like it was like it started with pit bikes, and then now we're getting doing trucks. I just think I think just like kind of every year we do a truck now, I guess. I don't know.
Totally.
So
it was really cool this year. The person that won our suspension kit was a high school girl.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Her truck there, and her dad had his truck there. His is like a crew cab long bed dually 4-wheel drive conversion.
Okay.
Hers was an F250 single cab long bed power stroke. And she won it and was super stoked. Her dad was super stoked. She also put in the raffle for $500 in powder coating and won the powder coating. I'm like, this is just meant to be. She won the suspension, the powder coating, and she had her dog there, which I'm a sucker for dogs. It was like a pit bull mutt that she got at the show last year. Somebody had brought a couple puppies with them that they were trying, that
I didn't
had
know
a
that.
litter and just had like a little thing like, if you want to adopt a dog,
sure.
So she had got that dog at the show the year prior.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so she had her dog with her, and it was really neat to for that to be the case.
I never thought about giving away dogs.
That one's a little sketchy.
Hey, I'm a sucker for dogs. That's pretty cool. She got. I mean, if I would have saw pit bull puppies, man, I probably would have came home.
Dude, you and me both.
I love pit bulls. They're badass.
They are. They're such good dogs.
Well, that being said, so moving off of that, what are you working on right now besides the Duramax stuff? You have anything in the works?
The Duramax is pretty much the main project.
Well, it's a serious one.
It is. The engine's in. And just doing all the little details. Shameless plug, there is a YouTube video on that, and there will be another one coming out for the progress on it. But it's really time to get that truck back up and running.
Yeah.
And the plan is to have it running and driving by the end of this year. So we'll see. But then, so I don't think we've talked about this on the podcast yet, but we've talked about the Excursion. I got the Excursion V10. Funny thing, Jesse and Tony showed up, and Tony gave me.
Please say it's a gas pedal.
Yeah, he gave me the brake pedal cover, brand new one. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I didn't know that. Oh, seriously?
So good. And they also brought some whiskey.
Yeah,
again,
they did.
Them and another friend of mine, Dieter. So
we talk about this. If you guys don't know this, Jesse and Tony found this Excursion, and John's like, "Hey, can you guys check this thing out?" Or no, you found it, and then it was way up in Seattle, and you had them go look at it. Jesse and Tony are solid humans. We love them. They come to Truck Show every year. I guess they may or may not listen to this podcast, and
they do.
So anyway, if you don't know this backstory, what it was is they say, "Well, this thing's pretty clean." So they bring it to. They actually drove it here.
Yeah.
I'm
right. They went over all of the issues.
Yeah, they were transparent about it. Yeah,
and I just wanted it for product development.
Yeah, you didn't care if it's shiny or not. Or
And so I'm looking at if they FaceTime me, everything. I'm like, yep.
And what did the odometer read?
Like 106,000 miles.
Okay, so this is the joke. This is the inside joke. If you haven't, I'm sure we've talked about it multiple times, but if you're new to this podcast, we're just going to recap here so you get the joke. So you get the vehicle here, they drive it here for you, which is awesome, and then you find the registration.
I found a receipt.
Oh, okay, there it is.
From when the ignition was changed, and the mileage showed over 325,000. And it matched the VIN number. It matched the license plate.
So someone swapped
everything.
The Speedo.
Yeah.
But the joke was that you said the brake pedal was completely worn. The rubber was worn down to metal.
Well, Tony said that. Both Jesse and Tony were like, this thing doesn't fully tell the story of 106 or 107,000 mile rig. And they pointed out the brake pedal. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That does. It was worn. There's one corner. Yeah. Worn completely through to metal. And so it's been a running. There's people that comment on the podcast episodes that, I would say, check the brake pedal.
Check the brake pedal, but that's the biggest inside joke that we have right now. Is like,
it's so funny.
I found a truck on Marketplace and it shows this many miles. Check the brake pedal.
Yeah.
That'll indicate a lot right there.
It really will. It will.
Not the frame, not like the core support. See if it's bashed in from getting in a wreck. Fucking brake pedal.
Yeah. So it's whatever,
But they brought you those guys, they kill it.
They are so good, and thank you again for the 2 bottles of whiskey.
Yes, thank you for that. That was
always love that.
The brake pedal though, that one slid up. That's good. I like how they brought you that. So.
Yeah. Then so we got the front suspension developed on it. Super stoked on how that turned out. And the more I started using the Excursion, the more I liked it. I picked up 3 pallets of parts from Ryan, and it's like having a single cab long bed that's fully enclosed, you know?
Would it be like having a van then?
Kind of, except not a van, you
Right.
know? It's like a truck chassis. So I'm just like really liking this thing. And every year we go to Shasta for a week and take the boat, and we try to take the dirt bikes. And so I wanted to take the excursion this year. So I put a front hitch on. I get a hitch carrier to put the 2, just small XR100s on the front. I go through the excursion, make sure the fluids are changed and the filters, and I've been driving it, so it's like it's running good.
Yeah.
Confident
in it.
Yeah, totally.
With 300K.
Yeah. So I'm like, it'll be fine. So we take off with the boat in tow, dirt bikes on the front. Everything's going smoothly. And we get through Bend, and we're going up Lava Butte Pass, which, if for anybody that doesn't know, it's like literally 25 minutes from the shop or so.
Yeah.
As we're going up the pass, nothing gets hot. Everything's, I'm watching the gauges, and I had test driven this whole setup ahead of time because I was worried about potential airflow issues with dirt bikes in front.
Okay.
And everything was fine. We're 2/3 of the way up the pass, and I look down, and the oil pressure gauge shows 0, and the oil pressure light is on, and Jack's sitting next to me, and he looks, and we're both like, it's probably a sensor. So keep going, then all of a sudden you start hearing knock, 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 knock. I'm like, oh no, it's not a sensor. So I pull off the highway, and at that point, in my head, I'm like, well, this V10 is toast. Like it didn't
come apart though.
No, but we pulled off the road, kind of take a look and see what's going on, and it would like periodically get oil pressure back. Like that's super weird.
But it's already you could hear it making noise though.
Yeah.
So the mains are gone by then.
I don't think it's the main. I think I lost a wrist pin bushing or a rod bearing.
Okay.
But we're, on a pretty steep pass. I'm like, there is no way I am unhooking my boat on this pass.
And watch your boat go down the highway.
Yeah, like it's just, we're not doing a vehicle change out here.
Right.
So we had like a mile to, maybe less than a mile to finish getting up to the top and pull off into like the visitor center up there. And I'm like, screw it, this thing's already junk. So fired it back up, flashers on, eased it all the way up into the visitor center, and with it making some noise, and it never threw a rod. It still runs.
It does run, okay.
Yeah, which is great because I can move it around the property. But
just makes a bunch of noise.
Yeah. So we ended up swapping that out for Trin's. Well, me and Jack and I really wanted to bring the dirt bikes.
Yeah.
But I hadn't done anything on the crew short in preparation for going down there. I knew it would make it, but
you don't want to chance it. You've already had one mess up with this. You don't want like 2.
And Jack's like, man, I want to bring bikes so bad. Like we had some rides planned.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and I'm like, dude, if we take another, high mileage old vehicle when we have Trinity's new Land Cruiser, like available, and we've already towed the boat with it, and it does great, and something happens to the truck, our wives are going to kill us.
Yeah, it ain't worth it.
It's not worth it. So we swapped out and took Trin's Land Cruiser. And
isn't it funny? V10s, I mean, they just make a bunch of noise and no bottom end.
Oh,
usually they're not. I mean, the biggest problem we saw with V10s was blowing the spark plugs out of them, right?
Right. That's what I brought a surplus of spark plugs, ignition coils. I did a whole video on this too of like, this is how I prepare for taking
with a V10,
or with a 25-year-old vehicle,
right.
and that was one that was unavoidable.
Well, then Brian torched his motorhome's V10.
He had the exact our situations were exactly the same.
That's weird.
Like same symptoms, everything.
Wow.
So long story short, that is coming back in the shop to. Tony actually offered me the V10 he pulled out of his truck, which I know is flawless because he maintains everything. Like he's so meticulous. It's fantastic. So I may just slap another V10 in it for now so we can finish developing the rear suspension for the 99-04s.
Okay.
And then once all is said and done, that Excursion's going to get a common rail with a built auto. And
I think Excursions are awesome. I've never been an Excursion guy until lately. Will bought one, like I've said before in the past. And I was like, man, these things are actually pretty cool. I like Lisa wants a Econoline. Lifted.
Oh yeah,
she wants to.
Those are awesome too.
I know, but like to leave up at the house in the mountains. That way, you can everyone can hop in it and pull the boat to the lake.
Yeah,
and we're like, that'd be awesome. But I'm like, dude, I think I'd rather have an Excursion because Econolines suck to work on. You ever work on vans, dude? It kind of sucks.
Gosh, they are the worst to work on.
They suck,
especially just engine work.
Yes,
the rest of it's fine.
Oh no, the rest is awesome, but the engine work sucks.
Yeah,
like I remember having to do heads and stuff like that on Econolines back in the day. And it sucks ass.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, maybe Excursion would be killer.
They are sweet.
They are. And like even a 6.0, you find one at a 6.0 and kind of go through it, give it some love.
Yeah,
I mean,
bulletproof it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always been like, they look good on 37s, like 6 inches of lift.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they're straight axle already. So you kind of get that, you know, it's easy to mod, like make them tall.
Totally.
Cool. So anyway, but no.
And they are just like, I really I like it way more than I was expecting to, because you can without the third row seat, you can lay the middle seats down,
really?
to where they like hide in the floor.
The middle seat does? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like just the back seat.
Yeah.
It folds completely down.
Huh. I didn't know that.
So it's like having a bed all the way up to the back of the driver's seat.
It's funny is the Excursion market's spicy. It could be like, dude, like OG ones, like, especially a 7.3 one.
Oh,
expensive.
Yeah, $25,000.
Yeah, especially
minimum.
like an Eddie Bauer.
Yeah, or the limited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eddie Bauer's always had cool colors.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those had rad colors. There's one that shows up as the white and tan.
Yes.
They're so nice. School. It looks cool, and it's like they just have I don't know. I remember the early ones always had. They steered like shit, and you had to put a ton of caster in them. Yeah,
we fixed that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with your kit, you probably put a ton of caster in it, huh?
Yeah,
they were squirrely.
Well, and the factory track bar up front is like 7 or 8 inches shorter than the drag link.
No shit, but it wouldn't have been a Super Duty setup.
Yeah, it's just a low Super Duty setup. They sit like 2 inches lower. Gosh dang, I get so many spam calls. I'm just going to go do not disturb. They sit like 2 inches lower than a Super Duty because they were meant to be like a soccer mom car.
Got it. So they didn't want them tall. They want them, okay.
But it's the same. It is the same front frame section as an F250 and F350. I think even 450 and 550.
So are you selling that kit for the 99-04 trucks?
Yeah.
Not just Excursions?
No, yeah. It's Super Duties and Excursions.
Okay.
And it works on both. Excursions came with the Dana 50 straight axle.
Okay.
Which...
Same. I mean,
I'm
the
not
tube's
worried
the same,
about.
right? The tube diameter is the same.
Yeah, it's just the ring gear is a little smaller and the axle shafts are a little smaller.
Okay.
Everything else on it is the same.
Same.
They've got 13-inch brakes, versus 05s have like 13.6-inch brakes. So a little bit bigger, but
not much more.
Not a ton more.
Right.
And I haven't had any issues with that. Well, granted, I haven't been able to put a whole lot of...
So how many miles are on that V10? The other one?
I don't know. I think like 100 and something. 1,000.
Well, sounds like you have a little bit of work to do, but not that bad.
Yeah, those are the projects we have right now. And part of the other thing we're dealing with is we're quite busy, which is fantastic. Thank you to anybody that is placing orders with us. It's what keeps the doors open and food on the table. And
lets us do this podcast.
Everything. Yeah. And so we're getting so busy with manufacturing that we're actually getting ready to pull one of our lifts out to make more room for inventory in the shipping and inventory area, and more room to move the tube bender and expand the fab manufacturing side. So that takes us that takes another spot out of the shop for doing projects. So we have to be very picky about what we're working on.
And taking in.
Product development is more important than my own personal projects.
That sometimes happens.
Yeah.
That's not the end of the world.
But
well, that's awesome. So, and your summer was good?
Summer was great. Yeah, it's been busy.
It feels like the summer went by way too fast.
It feels like that every summer.
I don't know. This one was way worse, it feels like. But it was like, hey, it's June. Now it's September. It's like, shit, what happened?
Yeah. No, I agree.
We had a lot of times at Billy Chinook, though.
We did.
We went to Billy several times. Obviously, Crescent multiple times.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can go tomorrow.
A great summer.
Yeah, dude, it was rad. The weather was rad this year. I don't know. It just seems like our summers aren't long enough here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's that's just part of the nature of where we live. But
well,
what projects do you have going?
I told Lisa we wouldn't do any project trucks all summer long. Like I took the whole summer off and the spring off from bringing any trucks. I got that cruise short that I was gonna sell, but I'm not sure if we're gonna bring that in. The green truck, my little lowrider truck, I have a pretty spicy motor done at the machinist's, and I need to put it in something. And that green truck is, I blew that thing up, that 6-cylinder up.
Yeah.
So the little green lowrider truck, I'm thinking about doing that, but then Kenny wants to buy it from me, so I don't know. I'm on the fence. I do need to bring the bullnose in, and we need to 90% of our products switch over to bullnose.
Right.
So, but we need to use that I bought that so we could double check. Got to bring that in. So I found a company, I think it was a wheel company that makes vintage wheels, but they make them, they're steel, but they make them in like a 17x10 and they retain the factory hubcaps.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So I always start a project based on a wheel, what a wheel looks like hey, this wheel would look really cool on this. Let's make it, So I bought one of Sky's shackle reversals for it because I don't want to dump a bunch of money in that bullnose, but I think we're going to bring that bullnose in, clean it up.
The crew cab?
The crew cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crew.
That's a cool truck.
It is, but it needs body mounts. The fenders we need to get the fenders all squared up, so it's saggy, know. So it needs a tuck and a lift. We need to get the body mounts all cleaned up and get that sitting right. But I think I want to stick some 37s underneath it on a 17 by 10 Steely that the factory hubcaps go on.
Yeah.
It would look
Who makes
sick.
those?
Oh, what vintage wheel or something like that. Kenny found them. I can't remember. I want to say it's like American. It's not American Racing. It's just Kenny found them. I can't remember who made it though.
17 by 10.
I would say reproduction wheels.
Let's see here. It's hard to.
There's so many wheel manufacturers now. U.S. Wheel. That's
U.S. Wheel.
Yep, that's who it is.
I'm sure people would be interested in this.
This is really cool because you're starting to see throwback trucks coming of age, right?
Oh yeah.
There was a Chevrolet not too long ago I saw on Instagram. It was a brand new Chevrolet single cab long bed Duramax truck, and someone lifted it and they put the white, I call them Mojocs, looks like Doritos cut out in them. The white Steelies back in the day, that was a thing. Yeah. You get them in chrome or white.
Yep.
And this guy put those on there on a 37 10 wide. It looked freaking rad.
Really?
Yes, it looks. It fit the era, the body.
Vibe?
Yes, because it was solid color truck.
But it was a new one.
New one.
Interesting.
On 37s, it looked. I liked it.
Yeah,
a little autistic at times, but if you go to this website here, I think they have. I thought they had a gallery to the right. Yep.
So we're on uswheel.com.
Check out some of the cars and trucks.
Yes.
Here that I kind of don't like the bigger wheels on Steelies, but okay, there it is right there. Bottom left, square body Chev. This right here is what look I'm going to go for.
Are those the sombrero caps? Is that what they call those?
I don't know, but that's
dog dish.
That's the look we're going for, where the truck's not all pressed out.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing is sweet. It's a 87 Chevy V30. It's a crew cab with a work service box.
Which all is color matched, but it's not there's rust on the rockers there, it looks like.
Yeah, it's cream colored, and what are those? Those have got to be 37s, 38s.
Yeah. But doesn't that look good?
Oh, it looks so good on white or like cream colored Steelies that have the factory Chevy. And somebody correct me on this, but I think they're either dog dish or the sombrero caps.
See,
you know
to
what
me,
I mean?
to me, that look, you don't see that right now. It's just starting. You're starting to see a little bit here.
Yeah, it's happening.
But that's the look I'm going to do with that truck. Because that truck's like that flat red, right? It's like a single stage paint. It's all faded out.
Which is sweet because you can polish it.
Yeah.
And if it like rubs through anywhere, it's cool.
Yeah, but then someone tried painting the other side, and so it's a different shade of red, right? Like, oh, you're like, oh, that sucks. If they would have just left it, but someone tried painting it on one side, so it's a different shade on like the box.
Well, a guy who's like good with a polisher can usually get through the paint, the new paint.
Oh, to the old paint?
To the old paint without
maybe,
ruining it.
I need to ask Aaron McClinton. He's very, very gnarly painter in our area, and have him look at it. But regardless, I just want to lift the shit out of it on 37s.
Yeah.
And then clean up that whole... Dude, it's got a 460 headers and all that, but it's like a derpy carburetor that isn't adjusted right. It runs like shit. And the battery case... Like, I just need to do a bunch of cleanup with the fuel system and pull it apart.
Are you going to keep the 460?
I thought about doing a Godzilla in it, but I don't. If I go down that rabbit hole, dude, next thing I know, the frame's gonna be tore apart. It's gonna be
powder coated
and shit. And I'm just like, I like to keep. I just want to keep it like. I want to kind of start doing projects that aren't over the top.
Yeah.
I want to kind of see if I can do that and not go full like I normally do. Like we did on the blue truck. We've done on the Bronco. I kept somewhat mellow. I didn't go wide open on that, but I like to see if we can take the green truck and the crew and do those, go through those. The green truck, I don't know. I like to see if we can do like a coilover setup for a TTB setup like that, just so it has a little bit and a 4-link it, but not tub it out, just kind of make it more streetable. We'll see. I have that bullnose short bed truck that I just look at.
Yeah.
And there's a manufacturer now making a full chassis for 80s trucks.
It's pretty sweet.
It's way cool. And it'd be cool to take that because I like how it's rough. The body's rough.
Yeah.
It's not all like cleaned up, but the sheet metal's straight, no rust. I like to take that and put it on a standalone chassis and have it be like a serious street truck and use that Man of War block that I have and have Ryan make, 800 horse Man of War block out of it. That's my dream. That'd be
really fun.
But dude, we're just finishing up. We're like 3/4 way through on our flatbed.
Oh, nice. So that's finally coming to fruition.
That's been a nightmare. But so we have other shit in the works. We just dropped our bumper. So if you guys don't know, we do our own proprietary rear bumper. So
it's definitely my favorite rear bumper on the market.
I appreciate that.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, well, dang it. Now I need to have 2 of those.
I think Oscar and I did a good job like coming out with something that looks period correct, but then also has a twist that makes it look... Totally. I just hate how the OBS bumpers hang down so far.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right?
They can look a little goofy.
Right, like Chevrolet did it right. Their bumpers don't hang down that far, although that's a service body, but look at where the bumper lands on the body line of the truck. Like, it doesn't hang down that far. OBS trucks always hung down a mile.
Yep.
And our early 80s trucks weren't that bad. The 70s trucks weren't ever... They were tucked up nice and neat.
Right.
But for some reason, some engineer said, hey, let's hang this bumper like super low.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't either. And Oscar and I's joke is like trying to find an OG bumper on Marketplace just makes you think they all came dented.
Oh, for sure.
I've paid stupid money for bumpers that are like great shape. And I look back and I'm like, that was a waste of money because they're impossible to find.
Yeah.
And the repops suck ass.
They do.
I've tried to buy like the highest end. I think it was almost like $600 for like that badass company. It wasn't a Weston one. Those things suck ass. But there was a company I bought. It looked as close as possible, and I knew it didn't have the top cap didn't roll over. But I'm like, okay, we'll get it anyway. It'll be fine. I bought it for Lisa's blue truck, and I got it, and I was just, dude, this thing looks like crap. It's wider than the factory. It doesn't tuck up like it, or it doesn't tuck around the edges real nice. Like I said, the plastic doesn't wrap over because they're being cheap.
Yeah.
They just make a simple, flat
well, to make
piece.
a top cap like that, you would have to probably do an injection mold.
Correct.
And just have that mold made is probably nearing
Oh.
50 grand.
Yeah, I
And
can only imagine what that would be.
how many bumpers are you going to be able to sell enough to recoup your costs on
Right.
that? And
Yeah, so I get like our bumper has a rolled top cap to mimic the old school look, you know. So I think that was it. But we cut it, it was a fat girl, and we made her thin. So I don't know. I now I got to start working
put her
on
on the Ozempic.
This is the Ozempic bumper. So anyway, yeah. So we just finished that up, and now we start working on a front matching one. I don't think we'll do a winch bumper because I want to make something that, I don't know, we'll see. Who knows? But this right here, though, so I always like, if you don't know how I operate or our business platform operates, it's not like most operations. We take an old truck that needs love, bring it to the shop, give it love, and come up with our product ideas off of that for shit that we want for ourselves.
Totally.
That's how we do it. I'm not after like, dude, this company makes a winch bumper. Let's make Iron Horse look-alike winch bumpers, right? We don't do that shit. I'm just want like, hey, and that's their problem. Our repop front bumpers are getting lame as well.
Oh, they're terrible. I have one.
I bought one, and it was actually like a half inch too short on each side.
Yeah.
It wouldn't wrap around the front.
And then if you try and put factory plastics in it, they fit, but because the thickness of the metal is so much thinner, they're floppy.
Oh, that's awesome.
In the bumper.
Nice work, boys.
Yeah. So
we're gonna come up with a front bumper to match our rear that looks period correct, but actually thins it up. You know the problem with our front bumpers though? You know this one. When you take a front bumper and you lift our trucks and you want to do a 37, 90% of the time, unless you're doing it, you have to notch it.
You have to trim that lower front corner.
Yeah, that the bumper is like too close to that tire, especially if you're doing a negative offset wheel.
Yeah.
Right? That's when we're really feeling it, is when we're doing any type of offset that when you make your turns, it's going to want to rub.
Well, and if you look at the shape, the bumper because both of mine are cut.
Yeah.
In order to, because I want to do as little lift as possible.
You want it low
with
slung.
37s.
Yeah.
And so I just follow the initial arc on that, because it arcs correctly with the fender, and then it like cuts in almost. I hate modifying a front bumper. I do too. It's like, it feels like it's sacrilegious. Though you can do it with the factory bumper.
Yes.
And if you're pretty good with making your cut, you can make it look
halfway decent.
Pretty decent.
Right.
Until you see that it's not like molded around.
Yeah.
Or formed around the way a factory one is.
And some people don't care about that. I kind of care about it. And, how many trucks come in the shop for maintenance work and we go to turn the wheel and they're just rubbing on the front bumper?
Oh, I know.
Which sucks.
Terrible.
But yeah, cutting up an OG bumper almost, like I said, it sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think our bumper would be like, fix that problem. The other problem with the front bumpers is they're super flexy.
They are.
Like the ends.
Yeah.
Suck, right? And so if we can fix that as well. But anyway, so that's what we're working on now, and we're about ready to finalize our bed tie down kit.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's about. I bet next. I'm gonna force Ricky on this one. The next 3 weeks, we should have that on the website, because our trucks have no tie down points.
No, they suck.
Yeah, and the holes in the side of the front there, people put tie downs in it, punches them out, pulls them out, or messes them up. So
well, it's funny you're coming out with that, because I'm in the process of developing some fancy boat cleats that use drywall screws that go through the sides of the bed.
Tell me more.
Yeah,
are they gonna be billet boat cleats?
Well, of course.
Let's bring back boat cleats.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
though?
Yeah.
That was the I just bought this new truck.
Let's drill holes in the side.
It needs some some hooks for being able to strap things in the bed. Oh, this company makes these nice cleats that you can just screw into the bed.
Hey, think about this though. That company, the owner is probably living on a yacht right now, his own private island, right? How'd you make your money, Bob? Oh, dude, I can develop this boat cleat that goes on any type of truck. It goes on a square body Chevy. It can go on like a Dodge. It can go on a Ford. Shit, it'll go on your boat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And he's a boat guy. Yeah. He had to be a boat guy.
Had to be.
Right? Like, the guy's like, dude, I tie my boat up all the time. Why don't I tie up stuff on my truck bed?
He's probably like my dad in that for the longest time, and everybody has ratchet straps in their truck. Why wouldn't you? Right. Well, my dad always carried around rope, like different bundles of rope. I mean, he was born in 1941, was in the Navy, and also raced sailboats and lived on a sailboat for a while.
So rope was the thing, dude.
Rope was a thing,
Got
and
it.
so when we would go to tie something down, he didn't own ratchet straps. It was, using rope and making leverage hitches and tying bowlines or figure eights and all the things to secure the load with rope.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we get ratchet straps? Rope's better.
So you know who also does that?
Who?
Linemen.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got buddies that are linemen, and one especially, Barry, will always just rope, dude. 99% of the time, it's always rope. It's like everything's rope, dude. I'm like, dude, there's a ratchet strap there.
Yeah. Why not just? I mean, it's not. You should know how to tie knots.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
Especially if you own a boat.
Yeah.
If you're a boat person, you should know how to tie a proper knot or
just climbing or whatever.
Okay, I get that.
Learn how to tie a knot and rope, or if you can't, the old saying: if you can't tie knots, tie lots. But
okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, when it comes to securing a load, though, like a ratchet strap is just too easy.
But see, sometimes those ratchets can fail, and you're screwed.
That was his excuse. That was.
How many times have you had like a dirt bike tie down fail? Very rarely.
Yeah, never.
Dude, I've had like for all the years I've been in the moto scene from age 13 to now, like I have had ratchet straps that are probably that old, right? Like,
oh, totally.
I've had since I started riding, and they still work out of their shit, and they're rough to undo.
Yeah,
but they never fail.
No,
very
the only
rarely.
time I've broken the bail a few times by over leafing on it, way past its capacity, and I've broken the straps either from the same over capacity or from
rubbing on something,
a sharp edge, rubbing through. That's about it.
Now, hey, the boat world, check us out. Do you feel dirty when you run a bungee to tie up your boat, being lazy instead of the rope thing? You ever seen that? You don't do the bungees?
No.
Oh, that's a lot of guys now are running bungees instead of rope to buoy up or to tie up. Yeah, that's the thing.
I've seen that. I still am kind of old school in that.
Rope.
I have all rope in the boat and I know how to tie all the knots.
Your old man beat it into you.
Well, I lived on a boat.
Yeah.
And I've been around them since I was born.
So that makes you an aficionado on making billet cleats for the side of our trucks.
That circling back.
So and you make sure you drywall screws that aren't structural.
Oh no,
they want to break off and then get rusty.
Well, and they're going to go straight into the outside sheet metal. So when you really tie something down tight, it just gives it that nice flex.
Can you also make the ADA compliant handrails on top of the bed rails?
Oh yeah,
I always love those.
Yeah,
nothing says hey, check out the top of I'm gonna screw some holes and mess up my bed.
Yes,
like ADA compliant handles.
Everything we're coming out with is going to be drywall screws into sheet metal for sure.
Okay, and bring back some shitty old bumpers too.
Oh yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah,
like the trucker style ones.
That's all jokes, folks.
Yes, it is. So anyway, back to this though. That is a cool look.
That's a great look.
I feel like that's going to be a thing. Go back to your gallery one more time.
It's also less stressful to assemble, to drive, to use.
You're not going to like it, but I mean, look at this company. They have, the Dodge is I don't like the Dodge is lame, but yet look how it looks like on the white Mojok wheel. I call them Mojoks. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're called,
but they don't look that bad on there. They don't look terrible.
No, they don't. Maybe
the truck looks terrible with the bumper and
it's a ranch hand. There's some people that love them. Yeah,
good for you. But you know what? Ranch hand and spike lug nuts, and then doing the ghost trailer.
Yeah.
Solid move.
Yeah. I
guarantee this person has a tap out shirt on.
Probably. Or affliction.
Yes, 100%. Ripped up jeans.
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. That wheel to me just looks like a cheap spare. That design of wheel.
I don't know. The white trash in me loves that wheel though.
They were,
they were popular.
I've got one sitting over that I haven't touched. It's probably on an old TSL 35 that has been sitting near the fence line on the property since we moved here, and it's just sitting there. I've never moved it, but I think it's that design of wheel.
And you could probably bolt it up and it'd be bulletproof. Minus a tire that's been sitting out in the sun.
Yeah.
Look at other gallery. I mean, there's some cool vehicle trucks and stuff with these wheels.
I'm digging it. I think these wheels are really
Dude,
cool.
the dent side, bump side forwards with those wheels and the old shit. I mean, they just kind of, it's a cool look.
Yeah. Oh,
That looks good.
Those are those caps. Yep.
So that truck has factory caps still on it, the bullnose truck. So I was just going to do, they pop on. They say they work.
Yeah.
What Kenny and I are looking at.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a great move because a 17 by 10 is like the way to go.
Yeah. No wider, no taller.
No.
Perfect. On a 37, it looks rough.
Speaking of which, have you seen the wheels that Legendary, I think, is, let me see.
Is that JP?
Yeah.
Oh.
In his Airstream.
Dude, he cut his hair. He doesn't look like a Bendite anymore.
Really?
I didn't recognize him with short hair.
It comes and goes.
Legendary OBS. Okay, so
yeah,
he's
so
making
if
wheels.
you go check out Legendary OBS, it looks like he's starting a wheel company called Trinity Wheel Company. Great name. But you can get these basically Alcoa lookalikes that are available in 17 by 9 and 18 by 9. Monoblock forged 6061 aluminum with 4,000 pound load capacity. And you can get them, it looks like 8 on 170 and 8 on 6.5.
Wow.
Which is really sweet because that's one of the biggest issues with the Alcoas.
Right.
Is they're so narrow. What are they, like 7.5, 7.75?
Something weird like that.
So running a 35 on them, especially at 35 1250, they get really balloony.
Right.
And most tire manufacturers won't warranty those tires on those wheels.
Well, I've also had some customers say that the lips on our OG wheels, if they've been taken on and off so many times,
are wearing out.
They're wearing out. So the integrity of that wheel. Now, real quick on this though, Greg from Desolate had some new products at the show.
Yes, he's doing one too, huh?
And he is having wheels made same, not a beadlock like that. That's actually really good as a beadlock.
Right.
But Greg is actually taking orders for those wheels, same thing.
Yeah.
And his are a monoblock, forged, blah, blah, blah. I think it was like, I don't know, it was spendy.
They're not cheap.
No, but you get what you pay for when it comes to wheels, I believe.
Yeah.
So this guy's, is he starting a wheel company or is he just working with them or?
I think he's starting it. I'm not sure. I've chatted with him a little bit.
Okay. Launching soon.
But check it out. His main page is legendary _OBS. And he does some really cool stuff. He was at the show.
He was at the show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I talked to him a bit.
Where's he out of?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Can we talk about the show? Scroll down.
Yeah.
Right there. That crew cab short box is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Was the most unique truck at the show.
Yeah, it's very unique.
And Greg's guy, Jason, Taco Dust.
Yeah.
Was there. Super cool guy. First time I ever met him.
Yep.
He interviewed that guy.
Oh, really?
About that truck. Is an interview with the owner of that truck. And the guy's like, yeah, dude, I really wanted a truck that I did this and this, and I want to make it short, so it's kind of like this off-roady thing, but we still use it to haul stuff.
Yeah.
It was really nice guy.
It looks like it has the wheelbase of a single cab long bed.
Yeah.
Just like the rescue truck had.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, because the rescue truck had a big ass hanging off of it, but then it was sucked up to the cab, so the wheelbase was short.
Yeah, he said it started off as a single cab long bed. They pulled the single cab off, put the crew cab on, and then designed the rescue box. For the back.
I didn't know that.
Never changed the wheelbase. So it's a factory single cab long bed frame with a crew cab on it.
Which would be really cool because if parts and pieces, drive lines, that kind of goofy stuff you run into.
It's all factory.
You know, factory.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's interesting. I'd like to know about if that guy did the same thing. We got some good pictures of the show here. I didn't even see that truck. That's a nice truck.
That is a sweet truck.
That is badass.
Forest Service green Bronco.
Those things are worth a ton of money now just because of colors.
Yes. And they're a crappy paint job, but they're so cool.
That was cool. That was cool. I mean, do we consider an F7 or a 700? Was that right?
7 or 800, yeah.
Yeah, an OBS, I do. So, Kenny's like, go park with the rest of the trucks.
Look at that cab. That cab is the same cab.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
It's just a bigger version.
I love that truck every year it comes. I love that truck. I think it looks cool.
White single. Oh, that's my old Centurion.
It is?
That is my old Centurion.
I did not know a Centurion was even there.
Yeah, that's Jesse Koss bought it and had it running in like a week. And now he's putting interior back in it.
Wow.
If I would have seen it on 35s and not just the, rollers that were on it, would have been harder to let it go.
Funny how a tire wheel can make a vehicle.
It makes and breaks it.
Yeah.
Cowboy truck.
Yep. That's a nice truck right there. That
the blue crew long.
That's a nice truck. I like that color. Oh, Jack's truck.
Yeah.
You know why Jack's in the show and shine? Because he wants a better parking spot. That's the only reason why.
I think there's a decent amount of people that feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Oh, and then Lance's truck.
Which Lance was supposed to be here, but because he's running the Alcan highway race thing, and it just didn't time out. So we're going to try to get him on the phone and talk to him about that. But Lance was there. His truck's always awesome, and he drives the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah. Lance does not take it easy on things.
No.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
I'm a fan. We get along well in that respect.
Yeah, you guys do. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, all in all, man, like I told you at the end of Saturday, well, and on that note, the first Friday, which normally Friday's a little bit slower than Saturday.
Yeah.
This year, Friday felt like last year's Saturday.
Yeah, it was busy on Friday.
And then Saturday was cranking, and at the end of the show, seeing you and Lisa in the golf cart from the railroad, and I really meant it. Like, it was the best show that's been done yet. And
well, thank you.
I've felt that way about most. Like, I've never come away from it and been like, well, that really sucked.
Right.
Every time it's been good, but this year it was like noticeably really, really good.
Well, and I always tell people, I mentioned it on the stage this year. I said this was going to be our last show. I literally told Lisa, don't pay for the LLC to renew.
Well, and you've said that on this podcast numerous
I've said
times.
It every year. I say this shit. Every year I say this is our last one, right? In fact, Oscar's like, dude, the truck show shirts are now going to say somewhere in the corner last year of the show, right? Just as a joke. But this year I was dead serious. I'm like, Lisa, we're busy. If you don't know much of me, I've got two boys that are, a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old, and dude, they are awesome to hang out with. And I want, so like quality time with them is a big deal. So it's like, dude, this thing takes a lot of time from us and our staff. And I'm like, dude, this is it. Don't renew the LLC. Don't worry about getting the spots for next year. So I was like, I was dead nuts serious.
Yeah.
And I want to tell people that if you attended our show and you love it, do not thank me ever. You thank the blonde lady, Lisa Conahan, because she's like, no. We sat down to dinner one night. We go to dinner every Sunday night at the same restaurant in Staten at the bar, and I was sitting there. She goes, I'm gonna read you, because I was like frosty about this, right, coming up to this year's show. And she goes, I'm gonna read you all the emails that I get, because I don't do emails, right? I don't even look at my emails. So these are all the emails I get from people that have pre-registered and where they're coming from and thanking us. And she read, there was like, at that time, I think that was like April, right? Or May. I can't remember. We opened up pre-reg. And it was like 50 of these people that were coming from far and wide to our show, what they love about it. And she goes, I'm not going to let this die. She goes, you can fuck right off and like, you can not show up, but I'm going to run this truck show and I'm going to keep it going.
Sweet.
And so she's instrumental in making, she loves it. She doesn't, it's not the monetary value for her. She likes that we're putting on a show, or I should say a show. I hate calling it a show. An event, a cruise-in, an event that people come from all over and just have a good time. She loves that. That's like, she's such a solid human compared to me when it comes to shit. Like, so she's like, I'm not shutting this down. Just you go ahead and stay at the house up on the hill. I'm gonna run the show with Will and the rest of the crew. You can just be a dick and stay home, And I'm like, oh damn it. So if you ever get a chance to come to our show again, if you are, you come over here.
Thank all that Lisa. To be said, it's
Lisa.
Not getting shut down.
It's not getting shut down. No, in fact, did you catch it? I was on the stage, right? And I said, hey, this is our last year of the show.
Oh yeah. And
the fucking crowd just goes quiet, right? There's like several thousands of people there, right? And everyone just goes quiet. But I'm like, we're not gonna do it this year. I've always wanted to shut it down because it's so much work for us. But you can thank the Lisa because she's gonna keep us going. So we're gonna keep us going. So if you come to the show, always thank the blonde lady. You can thank her because she is instrumental in it. She does I would say she probably does 60% of the load carrying for that show with the shirts, for the venue, for all the stuff that people never see, for organizing it, for making sure that everything's ran a certain way. It is her animal. I'm just on the PA, and I'm slowly moving off of that. So you're not going to see me on the PA much anymore. I'm going to slowly move off of that.
Yeah.
And you're going to see more of Ryan.
Which is great.
Which is great.
He is so good at that
He's
stuff.
pretty damn good at it. I think what makes it tiresome for me is that I have to run the PA. I have to interview vendors. I have to do all the stuff. And the one thing I think this year I had Ryan start working on and have Ryan do the PA and talk to vendors, that allows me to go talk to people, because I found where I really enjoy the show, which I don't get to, is to see people in their trucks.
Totally.
I'd rather just go walk around with a beer in my hand or something like that and just go, hey man, I really like this. Tell me about it.
Same.
There was a truck. Ryan and I went out in the parking lot, or out in the area where Eric was staging everyone, and there was we got to see all kinds of cool trucks. There's videos on our Instagram page of us doing that, and there was stuff that was like super lifted monster trucky, which was awesome. There was stuff that was like all stock, but there was a truck that some guy pulled out of, like, it looked like it came out of like the back of the barn up against blackberries. It was all mossy. It was a F Super Duty flatbed 2-wheel drive. Just like, it looked like it was a work truck its whole life, but it was awesome because it still had the moss on it. And I'm like, Ryan, we gotta go talk to this guy. This truck's rad. Like, had a sticker on the back, said something like, it's some sticker like, don't take the rust off my truck, or don't polish the rust off my truck, or something. I'm like, I just want to go talk to people about it. Like,
totally.
And that gives me a shot of it, like, to do it again next year.
Yeah.
And so I think by taking myself out of having to work the show and just walking around, giving away hats, giving away stickers, and just going to meet and greet people that come to our show and help us and support us, I want to then grow it for next year, right? Like, so I think that's changing what I do is going to give me a shot in the arm to keep going out. Like, hey, I tell people, that truck I gave away, right?
Yeah.
I used my own money. It's like cash money out of the gun safe. Like, I paid out with my own money. I worked on it myself. I paid for the tires for it, the glass, everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's giving back to the people that come to our show. It grows it. And that's why I'm like, I told Lisa, I said, this year was awesome. And it kind of gave me some ideas, and it kind of gave me a new lease of life for our show. And I think next year I want to give away in our truck, or like I said, something cool every year.
I think that's a great idea.
So anyway, but that's a show. But you can always thank Lisa, because she is the brains of the operation. She keeps it going. And when I get frosty, which happens a lot because I'm a short guy with a lot of angst in me, she keeps me on the rails and keeps the show going. So anyway.
Perfect.
So anyway, but that being said,
it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. So everyone, sorry for the hiatus, but you know what? We like to have fun in the sun, which we don't get enough for John and I's world. But anyway, we are back. We'll keep on track. We have
100%
new ideas and new topics, and hope you enjoyed our show.
Same.
So
it was a good time.
It was a good time, like always. And listen to our podcast, the Truckery Podcast. We appreciate you guys. John, thank you.
Thank you. We'll check in with everybody on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.